I have two categories. First, I'm going to tell you a few ideas that you can simply purchase. The second category of my gift guide will be some DIY options if you need to save some money, or if you would like to be able to customize it more to your loved one, friend, whoever, then you can make something yourself. Fancy meeting you here. My name is Brittany, and this channel documents my life with multiple chronic illnesses, both mental and physical. I'm so glad that you were able to stop by my video, and I hope that you might find anything I say here helpful, informative, or entertaining for you or somebody that you know. Let's get down to beeswax. Like I had mentioned in my physical illness gift guide, this one could also work for mentally ill friends to make them custom jewelry, if they're the kind of person who would wear jewelry, right? Because you don't want to just get somebody jewelry who you know doesn't really like jewelry, and then it would just kind of be a waste. Or maybe a keychain could be cute too. A keychain, something like that. You can get, for fairly inexpensive, the string and findings if you want to use the findings, like the little clasp and the crimps and stuff, if you want to make that kind of a jewelry. Or you can honestly just get some stretchy string and then tie it in a knot, and some beads and stuff. If you want to make it in support of the mental illness that they have, I'm sure you can probably Google some like awareness colors for their diagnosis, if that's what you choose. Or you can just make it in their favorite colors or whatever you think they would appreciate. I also think it might be fun to get some of those little letter beads and spell out maybe their name or a silly phrase, or just something encouraging, maybe just a cute short little phrase on their jewelry. I think that would be very lovely. I also found some cute ones on Etsy. Again, I do love me some Etsy. So I will include some of those links down below if you want to maybe get inspiration from those to make yourself, or if you want to just purchase it straight up. Support small business owners. So I'll leave some links to those, or you can just peruse Etsy. They have lots of good stuff from lots of good people, so check them out. Another idea, once again, that I have recycled from that last gift guide. I'm going to explain it again in case you missed my last video. Yeah, a cute little jar, or maybe a mug or something, just a cute little container, and then cut some strips of paper, and then write down one item on each strip of paper, roll it up, and tie it in a cute little bow with like embroidery floss or just some kind of small string so it doesn't bulk up your container, and put them all in this jar or mug or whatever and present it like that. I have two ideas for this one. You could write just some affirmations on each one. If you wanted them to have just one every day, you could do 365 and give them a year's supply. Or you can make whatever number you want, honestly, and just say whenever you're feeling like you need one, pick one out. You could just write an affirmation on each one that Google has plenty of ideas for, to just encourage this friend, lift up their day. Or another way you can spin it is to write down reasons that you love this person. I know that especially somebody with a mental illness like anxiety or depression or bipolar disorder, that's what I have. It can be very hard to feel loved, feel worthwhile, feel like you deserve anything. So if you want to make them this little jar of little rolls of paper and write down a reason that you love them or something that you appreciate about them on each one, that could really, really lift their day. Or when they're in a downswing, when it's getting kind of bad, then you can open up like 5 all at once if that's what they need. Just to encourage them, help them realize that they are still loved, they're not alone, and that they have support if they need it. It looks like I really recycle a lot of these ideas from my physical illness gift guide, but this last one is a self-care box. Like I said in that last one, people with mental illness probably kind of neglect their self-care a lot. They might feel like they don't have time, they don't have energy, they don't deserve to take care of themselves. I've had all of these feelings, and I can tell you they feel very real. So it can be very difficult to take care of yourself when you're in one of those episodes. So if you want to get like a cute little basket, I know that the dollar store actually has some very cute baskets of a good size for this. And then you can just grab some self-care essentials. If they're the kind of person who would enjoy a face mask or a cute new nail polish color or like some of those kinds of things, grab a few of those. The dollar store has those too. toss them in there. Again, you can try and find some essential oils. If this is the kind of person who would use and benefit from an essential oil, look up something that will help with whatever symptoms they feel the most or could use the most help with, and include maybe 1 or 2 of those little bottles in there. A cute stuffy, once again, a weighted stuffy. I mentioned that in my last video as well. A weighted stuffy could be so helpful for somebody with anxiety, because I know that the weight is very comforting for anxiety, you know? And then just a cute little stuffy, just something to cuddle, maybe something to remind them of you, whoever you are, their mom, their sister, their best friend, whoever that they love, that they can remember loves them as well as they cuddle this little stuffy. If they like to drink some tea, that would be a good thing to include. If you know their favorite kind of tea, add that. Or maybe their favorite snack, add a couple packets of that, or a homemade version of whatever snack they like, something like that. Again, I'm gonna mention this, something funny, silly, goofy, like a little sticker or a pin or keychain, stuff like that, I think would be super cute. Maybe just something generally funny that fits their personality or one of their interests. Or you can find a lot on Etsy again, or probably somewhere else, that states specifically mental illness, something kind of like making fun of mental illness, or like just something kind of silly regarding mental illness to help them realize, you know, it's very real. Mental illness sucks, but I can get through it because it can still be positive, to make them laugh, lift their spirits whenever they look at it. And of course, like I mentioned in the last video, handwritten note or card in that basket for them to read. Maybe they can look back on it a few times, write some words of encouragement in there, and let them know how much you love them and how much you want to help them, how much you support them. And then they can look back on it whenever they need a pick-me-up, really, and feel loved and appreciated and worthwhile. This note, again, I want to include in this video also, that I really recommend looking on Etsy or somewhere else that you know hosts small business owners. Because again, those small business owners that sell this kind of product probably suffer from this ailment as well. They might not be able to have a regular employment, and this might be their only form of income, or it might be their only contribution to the family financially or whatever. So small business owners could really use your support. If you can, anything that you are looking for, try to support a small business owner. I understand that you can't always do that, but try it first if you can. Because in that case, you would be supporting your loved one with the gift you give them, and also supporting the person you purchased from. 2 birds. All right, that's my whole list this time. Thank you so much for sticking around for the whole of my rambling. If you found anything in this video helpful, informative, or entertaining, please let me know with a thumb. Whichever way you feel appropriate, honestly, I will accept and love them all. Just a reminder, chronic illness is tough, so it's a good thing you're tougher. Toodles.